It's just me and a hot glue gun, and I'm in there for 2 days just going to town telling these stories of all these great characters.
Hey everyone, welcome back to our coverage of SDCC 50. We're here at the Hasbro booth, and I'm joined by Tony, who has worked hard over the last 2 days prepping this Marvel Legends diorama. How is the con treating you?
Oh, it's fantastic so far. A lot of great fan reaction, just showcasing everything we love about the brand and bringing it to you guys.
Now, before we dive in to talk about the diorama, there's a couple questions I'm asking everyone. SDCC is obviously one of the biggest events of the year. Do you have any survival tips on how to get through the con?
I've been doing a steady diet of 5-hour energy and Reuben sandwiches, but I feel terrible. So don't do that.
So don't do that.
Yeah.
What is the coolest thing you've seen on the floor so far?
Besides this booth, I think you guys may have seen some of the Star Wars display. I'm a big fan of these big dioramas, these showpieces where we can tell all these wonderful stories, interactions between the characters, battles, and the Star Wars one over there in our booth is incredible. The team that worked on that's very hardworking. So.
Well, speaking of the diorama, let's dive in, man. This is so cool. Can you talk a little bit about what went into the design, the thought process behind putting this together?
Sure. Probably about 6 months ago, we had this vision for a Dr. Doom's castle and like what this invasion or battle scene would go through. Our lead design kicks that over to a model builder. He's got about 3 months of hard work and styrene and all this foam and just carving. And once we get that, it's literally just a freestyle of, we bring these bags of figures and it's just me and a hot glue gun, and I'm in there for 2 days just going to town telling these stories of all these great characters.
So it really is like your own personal play box then?
Yes, this is what I do at home and I do it at work as well. So.
Well, it doesn't get any better than that. How many figures are in the case this year?
I think we have over 200. It's been a collection of all of our figures since maybe 2014 or maybe even earlier. So we've got a good amount of like solid figures that we can pull from, and it shows all this battle scene, and it's just been a pleasure to work on this thing.
There's also a couple customs and things like that in there too, right?
Oh sure, yeah. There's a few customs in there that the fans are really picking up on and really getting a kick out of them. So
how long does it take you to put it all together when you're putting the figures in there?
Sure, it was a solid 2 days set up. We come in on Monday and we're setting up the cases, putting in all the product in the shadow boxes, and I was lucky enough to have a great team to help me assist in all the other cases, and they let me just go to town on this monstrosity of a battle scene. So about 2 days.
Are you making the same kind of dioramas at home then?
Not to the extent. My wife probably wouldn't want me to do this to this extent, but she lets me have some fun down with the figures. So
awesome. Well, there you have it. Thank you so much for joining us. Stay tuned for more.